In this video, we are looking at the additive property of equality with sign fractions. Okay, so the first one says solve for x. Okay, so I am solving this linear equation for x. I've got a couple fractions floating around, so I need to get x by itself. Okay, so there's no number touching the x, but we do have this negative 5/8 that's being added to the x. So I need to move that to the other side. And how I'm going to move that to the other side is by doing the opposite operation. Right now, there's a negative in front of it, so we can think of that as a subtraction. So if I add that same thing to both sides, then it will cancel out this on the left side. And all I'll have left over there is an x, okay, because the negative 5/8 is gone. So now all I need to do is add these two things, 1/4 and 5/8. How do I do that? How do I add 1/4 and 5/8? Well, I need a common denominator. Okay, so my common denominator between 4 and 8, what's the common number that both of these can divide into? Well, 8 can divide into itself and 4 can divide into 8. So that's our common denominator. So I need to change this 4 into an 8. This one's already an 8, it's fine. How do I change this 4 by multiplying into an 8? Well, I'll multiply it by 2, but I have to do it to the top as well to keep it a true, the same fraction that it was. Okay, so that'll end up being 2/8 plus 5/8. Now that we have, and that's an 8 right there, now that we have the top and bottom the same, or the bottom the same, we can add the tops and you get 7/8 as your answer. Okay, so get the next one. Okay, so again, we have this, this negative 3/5 that's hanging out over here, so I'm going to add it to both sides. Add the 3/5. Okay, it'll cancel here, leaving the w over there by itself, which is what we want. But now we need to add 1/3 and 3/5. We need a common denominator. So what's the smallest number that both 3 and 5 divide into? Well, 3 times 5 is 15. They both divide into that. I think that's the smallest number, so let's use it. What do I multiply 3 by to turn it into a 15? A 5. So we'll do that on top and bottom. What do I multiply a 5 by to turn it into a 15? A 3. So I'll multiply that on top and bottom. And that gives me 5/15 plus 9/15. Now that I have common denominators, I can add the top. 5 plus 9 is 14. So my answer is 14/15. Okay, last one, solve for u. Again, we have this fraction over here, so I'm going to add it to the other side. It'll cancel out here and leave u by itself, which is what we want. Okay, and then I have 3/5 plus 1/6. Common denominators, let's see, multiples of 5. Let's see which one 6 goes into. 5? No. 10? No. 15? No. 20? No. 6 doesn't go into 20. 25? No. 30. 30. 6 goes into 35 times. So let's change the denominator to be a 30. So what do I need to multiply the 5 by to make it 30? A 6. What do I need to multiply the 6 by to make it 30? A 5. Okay, remember you have to multiply top and bottom. Okay, so the first one is 18/30 plus 5/30. Now that the denominator is the same, the 30, I can add the top. 18 plus 5 is 23, and that's my answer.